Okay, good morning. Well, Kirsten's here, go figure, but where are you all? I know Val's in Europe, so I like her excuse. Sue, she's doing a fridge today, and Anne, hanging out with family, I guess. So take your feet to the width of the mat, take a nice big deep breath. You guys are gonna do this workout when you're available, right? Come down halfway. Keep your arms really long by the side of your body and try to pad out your chest and broaden through the shoulders. And now let the arms just fall towards the floor, but keep the shoulders retracted. And now sweep them out to the side and lower them like a reverse fly. Your arms are nice and straight. You're just going up and down to warm up the back of the shoulders. And now let them just hang. Let the left arm come forward and up, and then the right. And just keep alternating. Make sure you're drawing that belly up and in. Super duper important. Do a few more of these, and then we're going to walk out to a plank. So all the way down with the hands to the floor. Try to keep your legs as straight as you can get them, and then take baby steps forward with the hands till they're all the way in the front of the mat. And then let's bring the shoulders over the wrists. Draw the belly up and in and keep it there. Now cover your knees just above the floor. It's just a little stretch for the feet, and then go back to a straight leg. Push your heels backwards when you're in the straight leg. Cover the knees, and then back up, pushing through the heels. And one more time, hover the knees, and back up. And now bring the body through the arms, downward facing dog. Pushing your heels towards the floor. Now slowly come back to your plank. And do that a couple more times. Make sure when you pull through, you can still see the arms. Now hold your down dog. Push the heels towards the floor. Take a few more breaths. Okay, let's come back to plank. Put the knees down, hip width apart. Walk the hands in so they're under the shoulders. You're in your quadruped position. We're going to do a few cat-cows here. So round that back. Separate between the shoulder blades. And then reverse it. And do that again. Rounding the back, maybe shift your hips back a little bit. And then flip it around. And one more time. And now come back to that neutral spine. We're going to go to a small down dog. Feet are on the floor completely. And now come back and hover those knees in bear. And go back to that small dog. And hover the knees. And one more time. Small dog. Walk your feet all the way forward to the hands. Inhale and extend to a flat back. Fold back down. Inhale, extend. Straighten out the legs. And then fold back down. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Take one hand at a time above your knees. You're going to come all the way back up to standing, nice and slow. Oh, there you are. Sweep this right arm all the way up, nice and long. And then let the hip go over to the side and take the arm over a little more. So you're reaching the arm long, there's no bend in it. And then come back up, and we're going to do the same on the other side. Sweep the left arm straight up, let the hip go over, and then the arm. Nice. Okay, make a fist, take the elbows back, proud up the chest. When you've got the elbows back, you're trying to squeeze them together. Feet are hip width. Take a peek in case you're not sure. And now just come halfway down and back up and lower and lift. Let's do that 3 or 4 more times. Maybe improve your range of motion. Keeping your weight in the back of the feet would be a great thing to do. Keeping those elbows nice and high. Okay. Nice. Bring the arms out in front, parallel to the floor. Give me a little squat and back up and keep going. Such a great exercise, these squats. Best thing you can do. And even if you're traveling and you don't have weights, they're still super duper good for you. Few more. Okay, so now I'm going to pick up some weights and we're going to do some calf raises. So you're just going to hold the weights by your side, feet again, hip width apart, come up on the pad of the foot and then lower back down. Keep your chest nice and proud. And if you don't have weights, find something to hold. A suitcase full of clothes, anything is beneficial. So you want to try to control the descent. So you're resisting a little bit as best you can. I know it's hard to balance and control it sometimes. But if you focus, you'll figure it out. Okay, a few more. Okay, now just to warm up those hamstrings a little bit, we're going to do some double leg deadlifts. When you come back up, open the weights, spread out your chest. Let's do 3 or 4 more. So hopefully you've got some nice length going on in the back of these legs. We're going to do a ball today, but you know, if you don't have one, you can use a chair or the side of a couch. Anything to get your feet up on. And then when we do the rollouts, you can walk out instead of rolling on a ball. I like to use a ball every now and then because it's a great balance challenge. Here's my last one. Okay, put them down. So we're going to start with, oh, I forgot one of my bands, inner and outer thighs. So your small bands, we are going to use some bands today because I know some of you are away. So let's start with this band just over the ankles, lying down, legs up, open out, and come back in with control. And just keep doing. We're going to go for 15 repetitions, and then we're going to switch to inner thighs. Make sure you've got your legs straight. Your feet can be pointed or flexed, it doesn't really matter. What does matter is working the best range of motion that you can, and then switching up the angle of the feet. When you get close to 15, maybe around 10 reps, you can try to move them a little more forward while you draw down the belly. Don't forget to breathe. Feeling this on the outer hips, I hope. So it's 15 reps with one hold. And then we're doing inner thighs. So I have 2 more, and then I'm going to start my hold. Okay, just hold those legs as far apart as you can. Move the feet a little more forward, almost to the point where you feel, oh, I really need to pull the belly down. Just hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and now release it. So we're going to get rid of the band. Now you're either using a Pilates ring or a pillow or a blanket or whatever you can find to put between your legs and squeeze and release. So this time we're going to do 15 reps, but we're going to do a 3-second hold on the squeeze. So start your counting. And really try to open back out nice and slow. So you're controlling the pace. Do that 1, 2, 3 count before you start to let it go. So I have 10 more. Make sure you're giving it the good old college try to really squeeze hard. You do that little pelvic tilt as you pull the knees together. So you feel the lower back on the floor. And then when you release it slowly, you can let the pelvis sort of hang out where it wants to. So remember, you got to really work each and every one of these. Now I've got 5 more to do. I'm going to lift my butt up. So I'm more like in a half bridge. So I'm not lifting it as high as I could, but I'm just taking it off the floor for these last 5. Nothing else changes. Everything else is still the same. Always good to explore new angles. Okay, here's my last one. I'm going to keep a hold going on here on this last one just for another 10 seconds. So you're squeezing and holding as best you can. And slowly lower those hips. Remove the ball. And now we get to start our pelvic tilts. So very easy transition. You're already lying down in position. You're just going to roll the pelvis forward and then back. So you feel that lower back press into the floor. We're just warming up our core because I'm going to do some bridge lifts on the ball. So you're either going to find a chair or a couch to use instead. So let's just do a few more of these tilts. This is, using the ball or bridging is a lot of work for your hamstring, glutes, and core. That's why I like these exercises. Okay, I'm gonna get my big ball. Give you time to find a chair or a couch. So I'm still lying down. I'm gonna put my feet either on the chair, couch, or ball. Hip width apart. Get my butt close to the ball or chair. So once you're in position, all you're gonna do is lift up, squeeze, and lower back down. And we're gonna do 15 nice and slow. So press it up, squeeze it, and lower back down slowly. At least 3 counts to come back down. So like 3, 2, 1. That's how slow your descent is. You can go up at whatever pace is comfortable for you, but I want you to come down really slowly. And if you are on a ball, you want to make sure that you're keeping the ball, don't let it roll away from you when you're lifting up. That's an extra effort going into those hamstrings to keep it really close to your butt. You want to be pulling inward while pressing the hips up. This is great work for your pelvic floor, your six-pack muscle. Whenever you work on an unstable surface, it requires more muscle coming to the party to stabilize everything. Hopefully you're starting to feel this. I've got 4 more to do. Okay, on that last one. Nice. Now I'm just going to put the ball off to the side just for a sec, but I am going to continue to use it. I'm just going to stretch out my hamstrings. So 2 fingers around the big toe on that left foot, straighten the leg. Move it towards the back of the room while it's straight. Switch sides. Now, for those of you on this next exercise that don't have a ball, you're going to do bridge walkouts. So you're going to put all the weight into your heels and take baby steps forward and baby steps backwards. You go as far forward as you can without letting your butt get down on the floor. If you're on the ball, feet hip width apart, ball very close to your butt, bridge it up, roll it out slow. That's a 3 count roll out. And 3 counts back in. We have 15 reps. So if you're doing the walkouts, you're just going out and back until I get done these 15. And that's a wrap. Oh my goodness, that's hard. Okay, that ball is going away for now. You're gonna sit up in staff pose. This is really a good way to stretch out the back of these legs. So I want you to point the toes. Your spine is long, so you're not rounding through your low back, and then flex the feet. And point and flex, turn them in, and then turn them out. Do that a few times. Okay, now, with your spine long, walk out here for a nice little stretch. When the hands can't go any further, then round the back, lower the forearms to the floor. Hold on that nice spot. Just breathe. Elbows come up, walk your hands out a little further if you can, and then now try lowering the forearms again. A little deeper stretch. Okay, walk it back up. We're gonna Pilates style it, roll back down. So arms out or on the shoulders, C-curve the spine. So you round and flex the spine. Suck in the belly, roll down one vertebrae at a time really slowly. And once you're down, take the arms all the way back. Bring the arms back up, tuck your chin, roll back up nice and slow. We're gonna do that 3 more times. Roll it down. Arms back. Doesn't that feel good? Now bring them forward. Roll back up. And here's your last one. We're going to hold on this stretch just for a minute. Point the toes. Now bring your left knee into the chest. I want you to circle your foot. Little ankle mobility. Go the other way. Make the circle as big as you can with the foot. And now just point and flex. Great way to loosen up your shins. Okay, let's switch legs. Pull the right knee in this time, as close to the chest as you can get it, and then start your circles. Change directions. And point and flex. Nice. Bring both knees into the chest. We're going to circle them really big for hip mobility. Nice. Okay, hold them out wide, push them forward. Your legs are bent, and then just squeeze the knees together. And then open and squeeze. You're still holding on to the tops of the knees. You're just opening and closing. Okay, now rock and roll yourself up. Extend the legs all the way out to the corners of your mat. One more little stretch before we start a little upper body. Take your right hand to the outside. Take your left hand to the outside of the right foot. I'm sorry. Right hand behind you. Give me a little rotation as you lean forward. Now both hands to that right foot. Round your spine, drop your elbows to the floor. Elbows lift, hands walk in. Right hand to the outside of the left foot, little rotation as you lean. Both hands on the foot. Lower the elbow, so your face is just looking at that left knee. Nice, now come back up. Okay, we're gonna do some tricep extensions, some lat pulls, and some flies. So whatever weights you normally use for that is what you're finding. So we're gonna start out with flies. So our palms face each other, the weights are touching at the top. You open up nice and wide, and then you squeeze. First, I gotta move this ball out of the way. So I have room. There we go. Open wide till the back of the arms touch the floor. Squeeze the chest very deliberately each time. We're gonna do 15 slow reps. So really a 3 count down and a 3 count up would be a good pace. Now, if you don't have weights, you can use water bottles. I don't know, anything, really. And even if you're doing this with light water bottles, you're still getting the benefit. So it's all good. Moving our body is what we really want to be doing. Make sure those weights are centered over the chest and not pushing back over the face. Now focus on your core, right, while you do this. So your lower back is down on the floor and you're sinking your stomach. Three more. Slower the better. Especially when you open out, super duper important to fight against gravity. Okay. Straight into our lat pulls. So weights connect at the top. You take the arms back, keep them straight, and then pull them forward. While you do this, try to keep as best you can your ribs down. So you're trying to press everything into the earth. Lots of control going back. The slower the better. Keep that neck nice and long. You might notice too, once you've done some, you're able to improve the range of motion. Try not to push those weights into each other too hard. I want you to be the boss of the arms. Last one. Okay, so easy transition. Open up the hands, shoulder width apart. Arms are straight, wrist over shoulder. Bend at the elbow. Come down with the weights till they touch the elbow and then straighten the arms out again. Now pay close attention to the elbow and shoulder part of the arm. Please don't let it move. Going for 15. So you should be about halfway done if you're going nice and slow. I'm working on my last 3. Last 2. And last 1. Nice. Okay, put those weights down. Oh, I'm gonna grab a quick sip of water. Nice. Back to the band around our ankles. One last time. You can do it. 15 of them. Fight for each one to really make sure you're getting a good range. You know, we've got that hold coming up when we get through the 15, right? So I have 1 more to do, and then I'm just gonna hold. Move my feet a little further forward. Work that belly, why not? 5, 4, get a little wider. 3, 2, and release it. Remove your band. 1 more round of inner thighs. I have to go get my ball because it ran away. Now we're going to do a little more stretching today than we normally do, just because I know a lot of you are traveling, so it's probably pretty important that you get some good stretching in. So let's do 15 of these squeezes, whether using a Pilates ring, a pillow, or a ball. Nice and slow in and out. No momentum. So I'm working on my last 10. That's how slow I'm going. When I get to my last 5, I'm going to pick my feet up off the floor a little bit. Okay, here we go. Pick up those feet. See what you had to do to your stomach? You had to really press it down. Squeeze, release. 3 more. Low back stays on the floor, knees are out. 2. And done. Okay, you're done with that ball. We're going to do a little core, just two exercises, and then we'll stretch. So legs up towards the ceiling. I'm going to have you pick your head up, hold it in your hands, tuck your chin. But please be mindful not to pull the head forward, right? You're just tucking your chin and you're lightly holding the head in your hands. Lower the right leg halfway and just hold while you try to lift the shoulder blades off the floor. So you're trying to crunch up without pulling on the hands. And if you do have a tendency to pull on the hands, take the arms out. Just don't give them that chance. That's our amping. Okay, leg up, head down. So your both legs are up. You're just going to release your neck, roll it side to side. Nice. Now pick it up again. Lower that left leg, crunch it up, and just breathe while you press the belly down. Make sure this right leg is not too far towards you. Move it out a little bit. You want to feel all of the transverse abdominis muscles working. Okay, relax. Roll the head. Now this time we're going to do a complete hollow hold. So I'm going to have you pull your arms out in front, off the floor, palms face down. You're going to lift the shoulder blades up, lower the legs together, and pump your arms while you press your belly down. Legs are locked out straight, shoulder blades are trying to lift up as best they can. Keep pumping. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Oh, keep your knees together, make a nice little circle to massage your lower back. We have 10 minutes to stretch. Spoiling you guys today. Okay, go the other way. Now put your feet on the floor, hip width apart. Small bend in them. Let the knees go to the right. Put them up. Let them go to the left. I'd like you to be rolling over that glute. So just go side to side. And it's not about forcing anything. It's just flowing. This should just flow nicely from side to side. Keep the belly down. Now hold on one side. Just hold. Take the left arm up and reach it straight back behind you. A little bit of stretch for the side body and lats. Feeling this all the way over the hip. Now bring the arm back, bring the knees back up, go the other way. Arm up and straight backwards. So you want to be reaching the arm long. That means you're trying to touch the back of the room with it. Okay, bring the arm up, bring the knees up. Take the legs all the way down along the floor. Full body stretch. Arms go back, but this time, get flat on the shoulder blades and the back of the shoulders. So take your hands and make them really wide. So they're much wider than shoulder width. Now, while you're holding them back there, see if you can sink the ribs down. Point your toes. Now bring the arms forward till your pinkies hit the floor. 45-degree angle up from the body. Take them back till the thumbs touch the floor. And just keep oscillating between the two. Forward and back, nice and wide. One more each way. Nice. Now let the arms relax on the floor. Step your feet in, cross your right knee over the left. Take some of the bend out of that knee, and then take the knees over to the right side. Towards the floor, but they're not going to get there. This time, this left arm goes back 45 degrees out from the body. Reach it nice and long. Okay, bring the arm in, bring the knees back up. We're crossing over the other way. So slowly take them down. Arm goes out 45 degrees, reach it. Okay, bring the arm in, bring the knees up, uncross. Now, you're going to take your right knee, step your knees in a little closer to your butt, so you got a big bend in them. Cross your right knee over the left knee. Bring those knees towards you. Find the outsides of your feet and pull them in towards you. Feeling this on the right glute, a little bit of the IT band, probably. Now play around with the angle of the feet, lift them higher. Pull the feet in a little more towards you. And enjoy how good this feels. Okay, release it. Feet to the floor, left over, right knee. Bring those feet in. Grab hold of them. You might notice a difference from one side to the other. We're always tighter on one side. Totally normal. Play around with lifting the feet a little higher, drawing them in a little closer.
Always here when you sigh. Never have I heard like could there be way to make me in a phrase.
Nice. Release them, uncross. Now we're going to transition to a figure 4 stretch. So I'm going to have you take your right foot, flex it. Let it sit on top of your left thigh. Now, before we go any further, I want you to work your right knee forward. Create that nice pull forward. And then bring that knee in and do it again. Move it all the way out there as far as you can get it. And then bring it in so it gets a release. And we're going to do it one more time. Pull it forward. And now, without the assistance of your arms, lift your left foot off the floor. Bring that left knee in towards you. As best you can, because I know you're not using your arms. So you're using that left knee to pull in. Now let it go, reverse it. Take that left foot back down to the floor and do it again. Pull it in as close as you can while you still pull the right knee forward. Oh my goodness, there's so much to do at one time. Release it. And one more time. Now I want you to take your hands around your hamstring or your shin. Now use your hands to try to pull that left knee in a little closer, so you're helping it. Try not to stress through the neck and shoulders, relax the muscles in the face. You're almost done. Okay, left foot down, right foot down. Now, left foot flexes, that's important. I want to make sure that that foot stays flexed. Sit it on top of that right thigh. Now move the left knee forward without using your hands. And pull it in. And push it forward. And pull it in. And one more time, forward. Now, without the assistance of the arms, pick the right foot up, draw that right knee in towards you. And then release it back down to the floor of the foot. And again, pick it up. You're creating resistance. It's a push and pull, right? Yes, Kirsten, we're doing that. One more. Now you're going to take your hands, wrap them around the hamstring or the shin. Help that right knee get a little closer while you continue to push the left one forward. And release both feet. All the way down to the floor. Legs are nice and long, arms go back behind you. I want you to clasp your fingers together back there. Move the arms up and down 5 times. Keep the ribs low, keep the belly down. And 2 more, and then we are signing off. Now on this one, roll it up Pilates style. Pull the feet in, you're gonna come right up onto those toes. Get high up on the pads of the feet, so lift those heels, make sure they're not splaying out. And then full forward fold from there. And now we're gonna round ourselves up 1 vertebrae at a time, nice and slow with your legs straight. Thank you so much. Get it done. Good job, guys.